Hey, what's up guys, it's Greg, and I'm back with my next video in my video series. I left off in my previous video with my admittance to the hospital after having my second episode of seizures. We started at a smaller hospital in the St. Louis County, and then I was eventually transferred down to the main hospital in downtown St. Louis. After getting there, I was admitted to the neurology floor, so I was no longer in the ER environment. I was specifically put with other patients that have other neurological diseases. So this hospital stay, I really don't remember much because it was one of those situations where I was still in a lot of pain. You know, my brain was really struggling to recover after having the seizure at night. And then, you know, about 12 hours later, the morning after. There isn't that much to talk about at this hospital stay, other than that they did formally start treating me with seizure medication and assigning me to a neurologist to treat me moving forward. Really, the one thing that kind of sticks with me with this hospital stay is that when I was discharged after, I think it was about 2 to 3 days after I was admitted, still struggling with memory. Like, I remember actually leaving the hospital, you know, driving out of the parking garage, but then not actually knowing I knew where I lived, but I didn't know how to get there. It was a really weird feeling. Like, I knew I had, in my mind, I had the image of my parents' house that we were living at the time. But if I was driving, which obviously I was not, I didn't know the steps to get there. You know, that's you know, part of the side effects of starting to be treated with seizure medication, as well as when you've had seizures, your mind really struggles with certain things. For me, it was memories. You know, just cognition and comprehension of things when people are talking. So that really was the extent of the stay. And so after being discharged from the hospital, things started to get back to normal again. You know, our hope at this point in time was that, you know, I'll be treated for a seizure disorder. I'll, you know, receive seizure medication, and hopefully I never have another seizure. In fact, that's the case with some seizure patients, is that they have their 2 seizure episodes and then they get put on a medication and that's it. They never have another seizure, and, you know, things, you know, normalize and they go on to lead a very normal life. And we were thinking that this was going to be the case. You know, these seizures started in February. I made it through March and April completely fine. The dose that they put me on of Keppra seemed to be working, and so we actually went back to Kansas City. I think it was probably the beginning of May, and like I said, things started to look up. You know, the cancer remained in check, and now it appears that we had dodged a bullet, you know, with, you know, the seizure, and, you know, they were now under control. But unfortunately, probably around the middle part of May, went to bed, you know, in Kansas City, getting ready for work, and that evening had another seizure, another really severe seizure. So I was taken in an ambulance to a hospital in Kansas City, and you know, kind of did the same thing. You know, did some imaging, x-rayed my shoulder again because it looked like that once again. That I had dislocated my shoulder during the seizure, but then it had also popped back into place. So the shoulder pain was back. You know, now we're starting, you know, obviously we've been through a seizure before, but now that I'm being treated, the seizures are still happening. So once again, head back to St. Louis and visit with the neurologist. So I'm going to go ahead and leave off here for today's video. In the next video, we're going to discuss all the different things we try over the next 3, 4, 5 months to help get these seizures under control. I hope everyone's enjoying the videos again, and any questions, comments, put them in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next video.